Antoine Dunn with YouKnowIGotSoul.com, the number one for R&B and soul. Check them out. Hello.
Hey, Antoine.
Hey.
Hey, how you
doing?
It's good. How about you?
Oh, man, everything is great.
Appreciate you taking the time for the interview, though.
Oh, appreciate you as well. Just really excited.
Cool. Let me just get started then. I was reading your bio that your aunt was a professional gospel singer, and this gave you a lot of insight into being a musician when you were younger. So, when did you first realize you wanted to be, do singing yourself for a career?
Well, I want to say my middle school years.
Yeah.
Those were the years where I really found out that, music was really for me, and that's the direction that I wanted to head in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then later on, I read at the age of 17, you were appointed the minister of music at your church, and did that for about 3 years. What was that whole experience like?
It was a really great experience. I had a chance to learn a lot, not just about music, but just about being a leader. Being in a situation where you have to, direct the band and constantly have new material for singers and for musicians. It was a great thing for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And, aside from being a vocalist, you're a songwriter, you play piano, drums, and bass guitar, I was reading. How do you feel like being so, musical provides you with an advantage, when you're creating your music?
Oh, it's extremely helpful because it allows me to pretty much put myself in a position as though I'm a bass player or I'm the drummer when I'm putting a song together or writing or composing something. It's not like it's guesswork, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I can really put myself in that position.
Yeah.
And know what it is exactly that I need and what it is exactly that I don't need.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I definitely have a lot of respect for, artists who can, play instruments and also write music. Because to me, that's like the true, musician. So I respect that you do that. Okay. And then,
absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And
absolutely.
Back in August, I read you signed your deal with Elite Music Group, and now you're with them. So how did they, discover you? What led to your signing? What were the details of them, you joining them?
Well, pretty much, Elite has been around for about 5 or 6 years, and previous to me, they had an artist by the name of Lakeisha Jones who did really well on American Idol. Mm-hmm. They also had a hip-hop group, and they were just at a place of restructuring, and I actually had a chance to meet the president through a couple of my mentors, and he got a chance to hear some of my work, and he immediately latched onto it and felt that I was the next artist that they were willing to invest in and to help push along the way.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I was reading you were doing some songwriting and selling some of your songs prior to signing this deal and the years before that. What's your process like when writing a song? Like, what's your creative process?
I almost always write at the keyboard.
Yeah.
I don't, because I am a musician at heart, I'm a musician first. I always sit down at the piano and whatever I'm doing as far as what's happening on the piano kind of influences the vocal and vice versa. It's a really good process for me, and it works out really good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, in your bio it states, you do not try to present an image. You portray your true self and your true expression through an authenticity of your performance. Now, in a day and age where things are so image focused and people pay so much attention to that's what's in the mainstream, you think it'll be difficult to be successful like that?
Well, I definitely believe that there will be challenges with that, some of which I have already seen. Mm-hmm. But I really believe that the good thing about being with Elite is that it is an independent label. So I have more of a say-so. It's more of a partnership versus, them kind of dominating the situation and kind of telling me what it is that I need to be. It's more of a collective. How can we just, take this whole project and brand to the next level?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And now talk about, your debut single, Can't Forget. We love the song. We had it as our featured song of the week a few weeks ago. And
thank you so much for that.
No, definitely, man. Big fan of that song. But just tell me how it came together, how you created the song.
Well, pretty much what happened with that record was, we sat down and, we got ready to do the album. And, I have hundreds of songs in my catalog. Mm-hmm. But we were looking for that one song that was, essentially, unforgettable. And that actually is a song that was co-written and produced by Jerry Lang, which is a musician in my band, Tony Nicholas, who's a Grammy-winning producer,
yep.
And myself. So that was a tune where we all kind of put our heads together, and that's what came out. Mm-hmm. And it's proven to be a really good record so far.
Definitely is. Tell me about your work with Tony Nicholas, because I had read you had worked with him, and I knew him from his work back in the 90s and early 2000s with Gerald Levert. So how'd you link up with him?
Well, actually, it's really crazy. A lot of my mentors, in entertainment, a guy by the name of Devin Collins, who's a videographer, film director, he actually was a member of the church I directed at. Mm-hmm. And, one Sunday during service, I was playing, just a piano patch with some soft strings layered under it. And he heard that. He came up to me after service. I had no idea what he did, but he invited me over to his house. And so I went over, and come to find out he did that film and video. Mm-hmm. And he wanted me to do audio for a scene that he had in a feature he was editing. So I did that with Devin Collins, and then Devin Collins is a good friend of Tony Nicholas. Mm-hmm. And Devin told Tony, I got this kid, Antoine Dunn, songwriter, producer, really talented guy, you should check him out. Mm-hmm. So then I developed a relationship with Tony, I worked with him, songwriting, and also on some local production on Lakeisha Jones' freshman album. So me and Tony were really good friends, and we really have a great synergy between us when we work.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Good stuff. And now your debut album is expected to release, early next year. What can we expect to find on there?
You can expect a lot of greatness. Mm-hmm. That's what we're shooting for. We're shooting for a record that's, like I said, essentially unforgettable. Mm-hmm. It's going to be something that is new yet familiar.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really nice record. A lot of pop records are going to be on there, but also we're not going to stray too far from the roots of Urban AC. Which is the straight, gritty R&B soul. But it will definitely be my own style. It's going to be very original and very unforgettable.
Mm-hmm. Cool. And who'd you work on the album with? Is there any collaborations, like any outside producers or things like that?
Well, at this point, most of the record has been co-produced between me and Tony Nicholas.
Okay. And any collaborations or?
There will be collaborations in the near future.
Okay.
Who those collaborations will be with? That's TVA.
Yeah.
But we do have some really exciting things happening, especially with the single, and we got some remixes coming, and those collaborations will be really cool. But we too much about that just yet.
Okay, no problem. And, finally, I actually just got an email from your publicist a couple hours ago. She told me you're going to be on tour with Anthony Hamilton soon. Can you talk about that?
That it was such a breath of fresh air for everybody involved.
Yeah.
We've really had a lot of success thus far, and we just are looking for more things to happen, more doors to open, and that was something that, it really made us all feel good. It made us really feel as though we're moving in the right direction. Anthony Hamilton is actually one of my mentors, one of the people that I look up to in music. I actually know the majority of his catalog.
Yeah.
So to actually be on a stage with a guy that I listened to when I was younger, it's kind of surreal.
Yeah.
It's kind of surreal.
Nice. Good stuff. Okay, so that's all I've got for you. Is there anything you'd like to add?
Well, I just want to add, man, that we're just grateful, man, for the support that you guys. I just want to say that we're really appreciative for the support that you all have shown us, and we hope that we can work together more in the near future.